follow the money. I mean, throughout history, that's been a journalist's first and last resort to finding the truth is follow the money. And you have to start and look at also throughout history that whenever the gap gets too big between rich and poor, things cave in and it levels out naturally. A state of entropy occurs. I mean, this is not anything new. It's how the feudal states fell. It's how empires have fallen before. And it's about to happen again. And people, I mean, we've seen the writing on the wall. I mean, where does a private company like Moody's or Standard & Poor's be able to rate the bonds of an entire country? You know, I mean, this is just insane. For all the wealth of armies, the wealth of millions of people is being defined by a private company in New York City, Standard & Poor's. Give me a break. Something is obscenely wrong. And that the people haven't woken up to the fact that the biggest legalized casino, Wall Street, and the biggest auction ever, the American political system, has been allowed to continue for the last 30 years unabated. And now that we start saying that corporations are people, I mean, at some point, it gets so ludicrous, the lie, once the lie gets so big, people want to believe it. No, the lie is still a lie. And we are going to see more and more people finally get fed up, and something's going to happen. And unfortunately, in this country, I have a feeling that we have more guns than we have common sense. And there's just going to be a turning point one day when somebody comes to foreclose on someone's house, somebody puts up a stand, and it could go a lot different way. I prefer the way the Occupy movement is going, much further to the alternative. But it's happened in this country before. We have had riots. I, as a child, witnessed the Huff and Glendale riots in Cleveland. It's not that far away. It could happen again. But the media needs to really wake up. The fact that the politicians are sitting there deadlocked over a major problem and can't come up with a solution, and nobody's calling for their ouster. What country are we in? This is the country that taxation without representation was enough to, go to war, and we have not done a thing about what's going on. Wall Street is not the economy, and it's time to bring it back to the people.